Alright, what's happening everybody? It's your boy Akeem and welcome to the Franchise Sports Talk College Football Blog. Here to recap Week 10 of the college football season and what a scary week we had, particularly for the top 4 teams. Now I'm going to start with number 1 Alabama pulling off the win at Death Valley against the LSU Tigers 24-17. That was a great victory for the Crimson Tide and it looked like they secured the SEC West Division. Now they're looking to play either Florida or Georgia for the SEC Championship. It's all on the matters of Georgia's matchup this week. If they lose, Florida will face Alabama, and if they win, Georgia will face Alabama. I keep you guys posted in this week's key matchups. At number 2, the number 2 ranked team in the nation is the Kansas State Wildcats. Now this was a great victory at Manhattan at home against a good Oklahoma State team who was ranked. Now they pretty much secured the number 2 slot so far, but they still have 3 key matches these next 3 weeks in college football between TCU, Baylor, and my Texas Longhorns. I keep you guys posted on all of those key matches. Now at number 3 and number 4, there was a flip-flop between the 4th and 3rd ranked teams. The new number 3 team is the Oregon Ducks. They had a great victory over USC. Running back Kenyon Barner rushed for a school record 324 yards, actually Pac-12 record 324 yards, and 5 touchdowns. He's definitely boosting up his stats, becoming a good running back, and I think he could make a good run for the Doak Walker Award given to the nation's best running back. But we still have a couple of games left. But with this victory against USC, Oregon actually outplayed Notre Dame, which I will talk to you about in a minute, and now they're ranked 3rd in the nation. This is a good Oregon Duck team pulling off a lot of points per game, but they also still gave up 51 points on the defensive side, which is still a little bit of a scare for me. But I still think this is a great team overall. Now at number 4 is Notre Dame. They had a close upset, almost a close upset alert at home against Pitt. They ended up pulling off the double overtime thriller, 29-23. That was a scare for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. But I really think this is a good team overall, and I'm still going to stick with my opinion. If Notre Dame goes undefeated for the remainder of the season, I think that the Fighting Irish should play for the national championship because of that strength of schedule and that horrific schedule that they had this upcoming year. A lot of people, including myself, thought if they had a 9-win season, they would have a great year. But they definitely surpassed 9 wins, and they still have 3 games left. But I think if they go undefeated, they deserve to play for the national championship. Now, I think that the team that has the best chance of beating Alabama, if Alabama makes it to the national championship, which they should, I think the best team who could be able to beat them is Kansas State because they work well on both sides of the field, offensively and defensively. I think out of the 3 teams, Oregon, Kansas State, and Notre Dame, Kansas State is the best team to beat Alabama because of both sides of the field. Now, I know a lot of people might argue with me that Oregon could probably be the best team to beat Alabama, but for over recent years, Oregon has always done terrible against the SEC Conference, particularly a couple years ago in the national championship against Cam Newton, and last season against LSU in their first matchup. When they faced tough teams, they ended up slouching a little bit in their games. Even against USC, they still gave up 51 points in that matchup. Now, the thing about Oregon that I just don't really understand is when they get smacked in the mouth really hard, they really don't bounce back, and they play their game a little bit differently. They don't stay focused and stick with the game plan, and that's why they struggle against the SEC opponents. Now, for Kansas State and Notre Dame, they've been smacked in the mouth plenty of time, and they ended up having to come back from behind and pull off close wins. That means both those teams show a little bit more heart than Oregon, and we've seen Oregon for the past couple of years. That's why I don't think they're pretty capable. They're least capable than Kansas State to beat Alabama for the national title. If Alabama, like I said, makes it to the national championship. But this is going to be a great race, and I really believe that there should be a playoff if all 4 of these teams do go undefeated for the remainder of the season. But I cannot wait. We had a great week. Now we're going to head towards week 11, and this is very critical for the next couple of weeks because each of these teams have a lot of great matchups, key matchups this week, and they're looking to stay undefeated, particularly for Alabama. They're facing a tough Texas A&M team this upcoming week, and I'll keep you guys posted in my matchup, in my week's matchups. Now, the next time I'm going to catch you guys is on Wednesday to give you all of my Week 11 matchups, key matchups, my predictions, and everything that you need to know this upcoming week. I'm so excited. That's why I'm talking pretty fast. But we had a great week in college football, and I'm really looking forward to see what happens for these next 3 weeks in the season. This is a great year. 4 teams might go undefeated going towards the end of the year, which means it's going to cause a lot of controversies. So the next time I'm going to catch you guys is on Wednesday. I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching today's blog from Franchise Sports Talk. I'm your man, Keenan McCall. Be easy.